concepts of Java programming. Java is an object-oriented programming language and very similar to C++. Java is a class-based object-oriented programming language that is built around the concept of objects. OOP concepts intend to improve code readability and reusability by defining how to structure a Java program efficiently. The main principles of object-oriented programming are object, class, abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance. Object. Any entity that has state and behavior is known as an object. For example, a chair, pen, table, keyboard, bike, etc. It can be physical or logical. An object can be defined as an instance of a class. An object contains an address and takes up some space in memory. Objects can communicate without knowing the details of each other. Data or code. The only necessary thing is the type of message accepted and the type of response returned by the objects. Example of object. A dog is an object because it has states like color, name, breed, etc. as well as behaviors like wagging the tail, barking, eating, etc. Class. A class is a blueprint from which individual objects. Class can contain fields and methods to describe the behavior of an object. A class is declared using class keywords. A class contains both data and code that operate on that data. The data or variables defined within a class are called instance variables, and the code that operates on this data is known as methods. A simple Java class example. Suppose student is a class and student's name, roll number, age will be its property. Let's see this in Java syntax. Class student, string name, integer roll number, integer age, etc. This is a simple Java class example. Abstraction. Abstraction aims to hide complexity from the users and show them only the relevant information. For example, if you want to drive a car, you don't need to know about its internal workings. The same is true of Java class. You can hide internal implementation details by using abstract classes or interfaces. On the abstract level, you only need to define the method signatures, name and parameter list, and let each class implement them in their own way. It helps hide the underlying complexity of data. It helps avoid a repetitive code. Encapsulation. Encapsulation is also known as data hiding. It improves the maintainability and flexibility and reusability. Encapsulation or data hiding in Java is a mechanism of wrapping the data variables and code acting on the data methods together as a single unit in encapsulation. The variables of a class will be hidden from other classes and can be accessed only through the methods of their current class. To achieve encapsulation in Java, declare the variables of a class as a private. Provides public setter and getter methods to modify and view the variables' values. Polymorphism. Polymorphism is the ability of an object to take on many forms. The most common use of polymorphism in object-oriented occurs when a parent class reference is used to refer to a child class object. Any Java object that can pass more than one ISA test is considered to polymorphic. It means one name, many form, or when one work is done in many ways. For example, draw a shape. Now shape can be anything: circle, rectangle, or ellipse. Polymorphism in object-oriented programming concepts are of two types: compile-time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Compile-time polymorphism: whenever an object is bound with their functionality at compile time, this is known as compile-time polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism: whenever an object is bound with their functionality at runtime, this is known as runtime polymorphism. Inheritance. Inheritance is one of the key features of object-oriented programming. Inheritance provides a mechanism that allows a class to inherit property of another class. When a class extends another class, it inherits all non-private members, including fields and methods. The class which inherits the properties of other is known as subclass, and the class whose properties are inherited is known as superclass. Inheritance defines a relationship between a superclass and its subclass. Extends and implements keywords are used to describe inheritance in Java.